Hello everyone, this is Dr. Swapnil Chandrathran here. In last time of my video, I talked about how to prepare for the Moonlish trial. In today's video, the third part of the KP preparation is all about the practical diet. We will talk about the structure of the exam, that how it is being conducted, then regarding how you can prepare for this exam, and then I'll talk about that how I prepared for the exam. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to it, because such information you will not find anywhere, and I will have motivated to make such kind of videos. As soon as you clear your Moonlish tile, then you receive the dates for the practical exam. Most of the time you will get approximately 2 to 3 months of time in between, and that is I consider the enough times to prepare for the practical exam. Now in practical exam, you need to perform all of the procedures on the Phantom model that is been provided by the exam center wherever your exam is. And that Phantom cop and with the tooth model there will be there, and you will be given the list of exercises which you need to perform. Most of the time these exams are conducted approximately 4.5 to 5 hours time you will have to perform all of these exercises. In between you will have also a small Viva part. In that Viva part you will get the most of the questions regarding the perio instruments, curates and scalars and all those things, identifying the instrument, what is the use of it, different types of probes and all that. And also regarding the surgical part, you need to choose the extraction forceps for the different procedure what they have asked. How do you perform osteotomy, then how do you reflect the flaps and all that, what are the instruments for it. Then most of the time they tell you to take one suture that you need to perform on the model. So this part of the Viva is little bit small. Okay, they might ask you about during the extraction, post extraction, what are the complications and how do you manage it and all those things. So it's more about the practical day-to-day stuff. Okay, they won't gonna ask you too much in detail about mechanism of action or something like that, but it's more about practical part, that how do you tackle the cases on day-to-day basis and what do you do for it. That is the Viva part. But in procedure part, most of the time every state has their own list, okay, that what are the procedures you need to perform, and they have mostly the different tooth, but the type of procedure remains the same. There will be one tooth preparation. In some states it will be ceramic faced metal crown preparation, some have the full metal crown preparation, some will have full zirconium crown preparation and all that differs. Then comes one is the overlay preparation, okay, that can be gold overlay, gold inlay, or it can come as a ceramic overlay or ceramic inlay, all that. One will be the class 3 or class 4 cavity preparation in the front tooth. There will be one MOD cavity preparation. In some state it will be for composite, some state it will be for amalgam, and there will be one RCT you need to perform, that in some state you perform it in extracted tooth, in some you will get this model, artificial tooth, where you need to perform it. One of the lab procedure you need to perform it will be different again state to state wise. In somewhere you need to make pour a cast crown or stone model, and in some state you do this RPD class preparation and all that. Okay, so that again depends on state to state, but one lab procedure is there, and these are the main procedures you are going to perform. And then you need to take impressions. On prepared tooth you need to make a temporary cap. Okay, that what we do in our clinic, the immediate temporary. And these are the most of the time the procedures are there that you need to perform in this 5-hour time. Once you perform all of this, in between you need to show to the doctors who are there, okay, because in MOD cavity or whatever the cavity preparation you do, you need to do a filling with the composite or amalgam also. So you need to show to the examiners before you do that further. And that is how it is being constructed. In this 5-hour time you need to finish everything. Once you are done with this exam, most of the time they give you the result in immediately, or in some days when you pass this exam you are done with this KP exams all. Okay, so this is how the exams are constructed. Now how to prepare for this exam? The first part is, as I told you, that always choose the KP course where you have the practical preparation. Now here comes the importance of it. I understand that it might not be possible that you do these classes before the practical exam, right? Your classes might be over soon before. But important thing is that during this class, for example, with the classes which I did, they have this practical module for 2 weeks. It was 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. In this, during 2 weeks time, you were first explained how to prepare with the margins and the line angles and all those things. You were shown first theoretically on board that how you should prepare it, and then you have a free hand to prepare that thing. Okay, every 1 day was provided for every exercise, so it was enough time to prepare. Okay, and you can prepare it on 7-8 tooths. Okay, and you show to the professor who is there, and they correct you. Okay, you correct your mistake in the next trial and all that thing. And my suggestion is that when you do all these classes, the prepared tooth which you have done, they will give you with you. So please save it, because that will help you later on. In my case also, I saved it, and by the time the practical exam came, I forgot everything. So I had that teeth with me, so I recollected everything, and I just followed that thing. Okay, so it is very important to do that. When the practical exam is there, the self preparation part comes. I feel this practical exam is easiest because these things are in our hand. Practical exam, you can do so much of practice, and you can prepare your own type of thing, that what is the things you need to do one by one. Okay, so your protocol you need to create yourself, that how it works faster. In most of the state, as I said, the exercises remain the same, only the tooth differs. That thing also in every state remains the same for per exam. So for example, if you are giving exam in one state, there these things has been asked, so in next exam 99% things will remain the same. Okay, same tooth and same thing. So you can ask the seniors who have passed this exam in the same exam center where you are going to give the exam. You can prepare accordingly. Okay, there are ample of data available. Okay, when you do these practical courses, you will get this information from there also, that in which state what is been asked and what is not. Okay, 90% of the time these things remains the same, so you know what you are going to do. So in your self preparation, you can rent this phantom head. Okay, so there is a website called San iMark. In that website, you can rent this phantom model, and then you buy the teeth which you are going to do. Okay, you don't need to buy all of the teeth set. Okay, just buy the teeth you need to do and the neighboring tooth, so you can practice about not to damage the neighboring tooth. That is also very important by preparation that you can do, and you practice on your own. If you are working in a clinic already, that's an advantage, because you will have all the materials and instrument and all those things. If you are working these things day-to-day basis, then you are comfortable with some instruments, some bars and all those things. So you can practice accordingly, some metric system and all that, so that you can practice accordingly. There is a complete freedom in the exam. Whatever the bars and whatever the instrument or whatever the material you want to use, you can use it. They will give you only phantom model with teeth and arroters and micromotor and all those stuff. Otherwise, rest of the things you need to bring on your own. And that's a good freedom that you can bring whatever you want. Okay, whatever you are comfortable with, they are mostly not concerned about it. Okay, so you can practice accordingly and give enough time to prepare for the exam, and then you can clear it. Now coming to the part that how did I clear the exam? Again, I used that same thing, that I rented the phantom cops from this website. I rented it for 1 month time. I bought approximately 15 tooth for all of the 15 sets of the tooth for all of this preparation. After my clinic was over, I used to do it in my clinic after hours for 1 hour every day. I used to do it. You can show it to your boss, you can show it to your colleagues, that any correction you will require or not. If you have any colleague who is a recent pass out in the same university, then that colleague can help you a lot, that what is the examiner expecting, what kind of line angles, what is the things they check during these exams and all that, and you can do it picture perfect. You can bring all of the instrument and material from the clinics only, and you don't need to buy it also. Okay, so that's an added advantage. In my case, I also did like that. As I said, every day I prepared it. That was enough for me to clear the exam. This is how you can prepare for the practical part. I hope that I have given you a good information about it. If you have more doubts, you can write down in a comment section. If you want to know that how to process these things and how to execute the process and all that, you can always contact me. The link is in the description box. Until then, have a nice day.